Every YouTuber out there will try and tell you what great strides we have made for gay representation in media. But I'm here to tell you that even though it seems like it, we may not have made such great strides. Let's take a look at some stereotypical gay characters from media that we still love nonetheless.
Follow the yellow brick road.
Stella! Stella! But I see myself in the role I was born to play. Stella!
The character of Cameron Tucker from Modern Family exemplifies a complicated and contradictory portrayal of LGBTQ representation on mainstream TV. On one hand, Cam and his partner Mitchell help to normalize same-sex couples for a broad audience, bringing visibility to LGBTQ families at a time when such representations were rare in popular media. On the other hand, Cam's characterization leaned heavily on outdated stereotypes that perpetuated a narrow, caricature image of gay men. This duality has led many to argue that while Modern Family moved the needle forward in terms of visibility, it also reinforced problematic tropes that hinder authentic representation. One of the most significant ways Cam advanced gay representation was through his depiction as part of a loving, stable family unit. Prior to Modern Family, portrayals of gay couples on television often focused on their sexuality or their struggles with coming out. Cam and Mitchell, on the other hand, were shown as ordinary people dealing with everyday family issues, such as raising their daughter Lily. This normalization helped audiences, especially those unfamiliar with LGBTQ experiences, to see same-sex couples as relatable and deserving of the same respect and acceptance as any other family. The show's massive popularity meant that the portrayal reached millions of viewers worldwide, making it a significant cultural milestone. However, the progress made by Cam's character is undermined by the reliance on flamboyant stereotypes that have long been associated with gay men in media. Cam is depicted as overly dramatic, emotional, and effeminate, traits that are often exaggerated for comedic effect. While there's nothing inherently wrong with a gay character being flamboyant or expressive, the problem lies in the fact that Cam's personality often becomes the butt of jokes. This reinforces the notion that gay men must fit a specific mold, which can be harmful by limiting the diversity of queer identities represented in media. Instead of challenging these stereotypes, Cam often reinforces them. Another issue with Cam's characterization is how his femininity is frequently juxtaposed against Mitchell's more restrained and pragmatic personality. This dynamic can be interpreted as playing into the cliché of the manly gay partner versus the feminine one. The show often highlights Cam's theatrical tendencies and emotional outbursts, while framing Mitchell as a more responsible and serious partner. This binary representation of their personalities feed into the broader societal misconceptions that queer relationships must mirror heterosexual dynamics, with one partner taking on the traditionally masculine role, while the other takes on the traditionally feminine one. This is a reductive portrayal that limits the spectrum of how same-sex relationships actually look. In addition to the stereotypical traits, Modern Family also largely avoids addressing challenges and issues faced by LGBTQ individuals. While the show focuses on the humorous aspects of Cam and Mitchell's relationship, it rarely explores deeper topics such as discrimination, homophobia, or the unique struggles that queer families might face. This omission contributes to a sanitized portrayal of gay life that, while accessible to mainstream audiences, may risk presenting an incomplete picture of LGBTQ experiences. By avoiding these issues, the show missed an opportunity to provide a more authentic and nuanced representation. It is because of this that the character of Cam can be seen as both a step forward for LGBTQ representation, but also a step backwards. For every moment of progress, there is an equal if not greater reinforcement of outdated tropes.
Breaking the window!
Emergency assistance, this is Trina.
Well, we locked our baby in the car and people are judging us.
I swear to God, I'm gonna break it!
Do not break the window, you'll get glass on her.
Sir.
And if I want to hold your hand or do something boyfriendy, then I'll just do this.
Benji Campbell from Love Victor is a character who embodies the well-worn trope of the troubled gay teen, a narrative that, while familiar, had the potential to be revolutionary if handled with more nuance. From the outset, Benji is introduced as a confident, self-assured, openly gay man, which sets him apart from many other LGBTQ characters on television. His presence in Victor's life offers a beacon of hope and a glimpse of what it means to live authentically. However, as the series progresses, it becomes clear that Benji's character arc leans heavily on the cliched portrayals of trauma and struggle, missing an opportunity to present a more multifaceted and progressive gay character. One of the most significant ways Benji's character missed the mark is through his backstory involving substance abuse. While it's important to address real issues that LGBTQ youth face, such as addiction and mental health struggles, Benji's storyline feels somewhat reductive and predictable. The idea of a gay character dealing with trauma and turning to substances as a coping mechanism is a narrative that has been explored time and again in media. Rather than subverting this trope or offering a fresh perspective, Love Victor falls into the trap of reinforcing the notion that being gay is essentially tied to pain and struggle. Additionally, Benji's relationship with Victor often positions him as a source of both inspiration and conflict, but rarely as a fully fleshed out individual with his own personality. His character seems to exist first and foremost to propel Victor's journey of self-discovery, rather than have a distinct story of his own. This dynamic risks reducing Benji to a narrative device rather than a fully realized character. While his struggles are acknowledged, they often feel secondary to Victor's story, which ultimately limits the depth of his portrayal. Another issue with Benji's characterization is the way his confidence and self-assuredness are undercut by his troubled past. In the early episodes, Benji's confidence is portrayed as a natural and empowering part of his identity. However, as the series delves deeper into his backstory, this confidence is framed as a mask to hide his inner pain. This framing perpetuates the idea that outwardly confident LGBTQ individuals are always compensating for unresolved trauma, rather than allowing for the possibility that they are both confident and well-adjusted without a tragic backstory. Benji's characterization perpetuates the trope that gay relationships are constantly filled with drama and conflict. His relationship with Victor is often defined by miscommunication, secrets, and emotional turmoil. While conflict is a natural part of any relationship, the show's heavy reliance on drama between Benji and Victor reinforces the notion that queer love stories are inherently more complicated and less stable than their heterosexual counterparts. This portrayal misses an opportunity to depict a healthy, supportive relationship that could have served as a positive role model for LGBTQ youths. Benji Campbell could have been a groundbreaking character by representing a well-adjusted, self-assured gay teen who defies the typical tropes associated with LGBTQ narratives. While Love Victor deserves credit for bringing LGBTQ stories into the mainstream platform, it is clear that future media need to move beyond these well-worn tropes and embrace a more diverse and nuanced portrayal of gay characters.
Could we just lay like this for the rest of the night? That sounds perfect.
You're the guy I love, you were sent from above, and I wish that you could stay. You're the guy I need, and finally I am freed, and I wish that you could say you too are gay.
Are you aware that I create my own music? I also have a smaller YouTube channel where I premiere my music, so if you like music and you want to check it out, there is a link in the description of this video, and it will also be popping up at the end of this video as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, why not try one of the other great videos on my channel? Or if you want to, you can check out one of my smaller channels, maybe you'll like it.
A moment in time, I wish I could have saved